Hello viewers out there, welcome to Round on the Ground on REDTV. My name is Jide and today again I'm here with Vincent and Ifeanyi. How you guys doing today?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Okay, so we're going to be going through Nigeria's last match against South Africa, the Bafana. The Super Eagles won by 2-1, and then later on we're going to do a preview of Nigeria's match against Algeria. Vincent, what did you make of the performance of the Super Eagles? We started very brightly, played the first 66 minutes very well, and then after then it was all South Africa until we got the goal.
Oh yes, you would have to look at our approach towards the game. We started on the bright side, as you mentioned, but then you know, when you have outplayed or outrun the South African team as we did, at some point in time you get to decline based on your pace and how tired you can be. So I guess our players were a bit faded. But then when you are pushing for a goal as the South Africans were doing, you know, you need to pile on pressure on the opponent. So that's why you'd see the South Africans actually add more of the ball from the 66 minutes that you mentioned.
Okay, so it appeared like in those 66 minutes we had almost all the chances in the game, but we wasted a lot of our chances with Ahmed Musa running from the flank but being let down by the final ball.
Yeah, we had most of the ball. All play was going through Alex Iwobi and Chukwueze then for Ahmed Musa on the counter. And Ahmed Musa had a good game against Mkize, but his final balls let him down. The ball is supposed to pass, he goes for the cross. The one he's supposed to cross, he goes to shoot. So he actually had a mixed game. He was removed and replaced by Moses Simon.
At a point, I was inclined to believe that Nigeria was going to rule all those misses when we were at 1-0. Just as I was about to think that the momentum was shifting, South Africa got their goal. Vincent, I mean, what kind of goal did Nigeria concede?
You know, before the game I was thinking, they're going, VR would be in this match, and I was like, we've never always had a good run with VR. So I was hoping that this time around it wouldn't be the same.
You were thinking back to the World Cup, right?
Yeah, unfortunately VR came into play, and we could definitely say that it was actually a clear goal. We couldn't dispute it. Although we would say defensively we should have held our man one-on-one, and as someone who's defending a dead ball, you should be able to place your head in the proper position so as not to miss kick or miss nod or whatsoever.
Odion Ighalo, you mean, right?
Yes, exactly.
But I mean, this was a guy that was in flight. Most of the time when you are in those positions, how easy it is to get out of the way of the ball or to make sure that you really get the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you are defending the ball, you know, now you should have, even as a striker, you should have the mindset of a defender, especially when you are doing the defensive job. Now you need to place your head properly, which unfortunately he didn't pick his jump on time. He didn't get to jump very well because you could see the ball came basically after he had left the head trying to land on his feet. That's when the ball landed on his back, and then obviously they had their goal.
Would you agree, Ifeanyi, that Odion Ighalo was at fault for that goal?
I really disagree. First of all, that goal was offside. Forget what the VAR showed us. If you watch the game again, that goal was actually offside. Right? From the time Pesitao kicked the ball to the time from the time he kicked the ball went to inside the box. It was offside. But the person at fault was, I think it was Chidozie Awazim, because he could have held this man. He could have tried to read the run of the man. But I think the whole team was trying to hold the line in the defense and keep the South Africans offside. But that didn't happen, and coupled with the fact that he lost his man and my man Abeyi was badly positioned, I feel it was the fault of the defender and the goalkeeper.
I mean, but with that deflection, how much could Abeyi have done in that kind of situation?
His starting position was very suspect. So by the time the ball went to the South African player, he couldn't return to his post and he was beaten by the flight of the ball.
I was scared that we were going to go into the match was going to go into penalties. right? Because I mean, I'm not sure. I remember how many times where Super Eagles have gone ahead to win penalty shootouts, but fortunately we got the winning goal from an unlikely source through Ekong. Who could have predicted that Ekong was going to be the goal scorer?
Nobody could have. That's the true fact.
But you did predict, though, that it was going to be a 2-1. So you were like our octopus in the house.
Yeah, I know. I guess I was lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm octopus, Paul. I guess I was lucky. And looking at that goal, I think you would need to give kudos to Trustekon, because for the fact that the keeper missed his jump, he still pushed forward, to get to the ball. It's basically the mindset of a striker. That's the way I'm going to pitch it. It took the mindset of the striker in that particular goal.
Okay. Up front, Lodge and Co could not really do much against the Nigerian defense, right? And there was a notable change in the defense. Coming in for Aina, who had been doing well in the competition. I mean, was it a case of Nigerian defense being really good in this match, or the South African attack not really coming to the party?
I think I put that down to our coach, Genotro, for the tactics he employed. When the game started and up to the 60th minute, you found out that Ndidi was playing a bit higher up to block the passing lanes, and Iwobi and Igalo was on the centre backs and on the foreman as the defensive midfielder of the South Africans. So the passes could not get to Pesitao because of the hard-working nature of the table and Ndidi. They couldn't break us down, and Pesitao had to go to Awaziem, and Awaziem, who had been excellent in this tournament, held him. So they couldn't have a shot on target, and I feel that the midfield actually performed well to block up the South Africans.
Vincent, if I spoke about Gennett Raw, I want you to speak about Gennett Raw now. Let's appraise Gennett Raw. In the last World Cup,
yes,
we lost out against Argentina with 10 minutes remaining in a match where we could have held them to a draw. A few people felt the coach should have done better, to protect our opportunity. But right now, we're in the semi-final. How do you appraise Gennett Raw?
I would say he has done pretty well. Looking at how far we have gone from the World Cup to this very point, you could have seen that we've missed 2 editions of the Nations Cup, and for us to even be in the semi-final after missing these 2 editions, you would say the coach has actually done fantastically well. Now, looking at his tactics or his approach to games, other than the Madagascar game, which I would say, he didn't do pretty well. But above all, his approach to games have been tactical. He has been able to read the opponents and then make the right substitution. Because in as much as we would say Moses Simon didn't do pretty well when he came on, but then you would say it's still a tactical genius for the fact that he made
the assist.
Exactly. So you'd say overall, my analysis of Gennett Raw in this competition has, I would give him an 80%. For at least getting us up to the semi-final.
Okay. The 2 semi-finals, it's North Africa against West Africa, right?
Yeah.
And we've always had our challenges, especially when we play against the North Africans. I remember 2 matches that we've played against, 3 that we've played against Algeria. In Algiers 90, I think they beat us 5-1 or so in the first match, and then in the final, they defeated us by 1 goal to nil to an Ojani goal, and then in the qualifiers for USA 94, they came to Lagos, and I think it was a JJ Okocha party. But right now, Kanu seems to be the one dancing in the Nations Cup. Do you think that Kanu will dance again in the match against the Algerians?
Hopefully, he will. Because in the last 6 matches, we've beaten them 5 times. Like the last one was actually a draw. Which
Algeria has not really been fantastic in Africa recently, anyway.
Yeah, they haven't. I think their style, they play fast-paced football like European teams, and African football is about how big your players are. You have to be strong, you have to be fast. So it doesn't really suit Algeria to play against African teams. But when you see them play like against European teams, even if they lose or even if they win, they actually come out and play good football. But against African teams, they find it very difficult because of the physical nature of African teams. And the last time we played them, it was a draw in Algiers, and which they got a very contentious penalty. And after that, FIFA decided to give them the goal 3-0 because of Abdullahi Shehu, sorry. So I don't think they can beat us. I feel that Kano will dance again.
Vincent, would you have preferred to have played Côte d'Ivoire?
Oh no, definitely not. I think we have better chances with Algeria. Looking at Côte d'Ivoire, the likes of Saha, Pepe, and the others. These are players that are skillful and physical as well. But then, we can match the physicality of the Foxes of Algeria, because we, at this point in time, we are the stronger team. Looking at our strengths as Black Africans, but then we need to be more tactical. We should approach the game just as we did against the South Africans, because I think we are actually quite compact in the defense. If we do so, then I think we can have the upper hand against them Algerians.
We can have the upper hand, or are you saying we are going to win the match?
Oh, we are definitely going to win the match.
Okay, I'll put you on the spot then. What do you think the scoreline would be against Algeria?
For this particular match, I don't see us conceding, so I would go with the 2-0.
Okay, there goes the octopus again. It remains to be seen whether you will be correct this time around. Do you have a prediction?
Well, the last time I predicted, it was very bad. So I just hope Nigeria wins. I don't have a scoreline actually.
Okay. But I mean, let's look at it man for man. Who are the danger men for Nigeria, considering the tactics that the Algerians have been playing and what they are likely to come up with, and then who are the danger men for the Algerians as well?
Offensively for Nigeria, because of the kind of game Chukwueze had against South Africa, I feel he will be our danger man, and Roma want to use him against the Algerians, knowing the full fact that the Algerians left back is an attacking left back, and he will create spaces a lot for Chukwueze to run at the defense. And also another key player we have is Ndidi. Ndidi can also match their midfielders man to man. But for Algerians, I'm actually scared of Riyad Mahrez due to his pedigree and the club he plays for and the manager he plays under in England. And I'm not really sure of Jamilu Collins against him. So we might need Moses Simon to start the game, to double up on him. And also they have Baghdad Bunja. He scored 39 goals in 2 games in the Saudi League, and he will actually be a very big threat against Afcon.
Okay, so looking at Chukwueze playing with Odion Ighalo, the last time Odion Ighalo did not find enough space. We're talking about the danger man now.
Yeah.
Odion Ighalo did not have enough space. But do you think Odion Ighalo would be key in this match, considering his physicality?
Oh yes, we would need his physicality in this game, particularly the fact that the Algerian team are not physically as strong as the Nigerian team. So now, if you look at the game against South Africa, you would see that Odion Ighalo did a bit more in attracting the defenders to hold on play for us before hands it over to Iwobi and then squaring up with Chukwueze. Now you see what I would expect Ighalo to do again is basically replicate what he did in the last game. We don't need to do too much in terms of being too running the ball, just stay in the box 18 right before the box 18 and then pick up the passes from the midfield and then distribute to the wingers where they are coming whenever you see them pitching into the box 18.
Okay, so Ifeanyi and Vincent, I want to say thank you for coming today again.
Thank you for
the viewers out there, thank you for joining us on REDTV. Round on the Ground is coming back to you next time. Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed this program. Goodbye.